Hey everybody, welcome back to BigRedEDC. Today we're checking out another knife from B'yond EDC. Now, a few videos ago, I reviewed the Terramundi, the River Wolf. Now that is B'yond EDC's kind of more premium, exclusive, limited run type of line. And if you remember, the River Wolf was actually it was definitely on the larger side, which I really liked that knife. Well, now we're kind of going to go to the other end of the spectrum, and we're going to actually take a look at a B'yond EDC line knife, which is this little guy right in front of us, which is the linear. So we're going from exclusive big knife to kind of budget small knife. I actually do have another one from B'yond here that you'll see a review here in a couple of days, but it's this one, the Sunder. Decent knife as well. But today we're going to talk about the linear. Like I said, it's a little guy. Now, you can see we've got the one in the Jade G10 here. It does come in black and blue as well, and a really brilliant, bright, vibrant blue, which was pretty cool. But we've got the Jade going on here. Now, as you can see, you've got a reversible pocket clip, which is nice. Very good. Not a deep carry, and actually, for the size of the knife, it does kind of sit down a little far. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself, but yeah, it does. And then, of course, you do have a stainless backspacer there with a lanyard hole. So you could definitely put a lanyard if you want it. Now, your backspacer is not very big. I mean, it's taken up maybe 20-ish, 25% of, so fairly open construction, but a small backspacer. Everything seems to be done okay. You've got a little bit of contouring there on the scales, which is nice. Chamfering, it's not sharp by any means, but it's not really chamfered. It's not really chamfered over. It seems to be fairly straight up and down. And with that Jade, it's really hard to see. I mean, it's definitely milled, so it's not, it's not sharp or anything like that. But I'm not really, now on the backside, guys, with this Jade, and of course with the stupid phone, it's really hard. It might be chamfered back there, but it's just so hard to see. But it doesn't necessarily feel like it. Not a bad thing. It doesn't cause a bad feel. I'm not saying that at all. I'm just pointing out what I see in the knife. Obviously, it is a flipper. Pretty darn centered little flipper. Nice liner there. All right, let's check this little guy out. Now, there you can already tell. Detent is a little light. I mean, you can fail it, yes. But I mean, if you just give it a good solid flip, it's coming out. But you can fail it. Ooh, that time I thought I was going to and didn't. And then the drop. I mean, it's definitely, running on bearings. Got to shake it shut a little bit. It's almost like it has a sticky spot in it, kind of. Now, this is a pass-around knife, so I have not taken it apart or anything like that. But maybe something you could do, lube it up real good. Maybe some Slick-O-Mall, some KPL, whatever your favorite lube is. Might loosen it up just a little bit. Now, there you go. Nice little drop point blade. Kind of a light stonewash on it. Nice swedge there across the top. There you go. D2. SA 19. Do I need readers? 1905. There you go. B'yond EDC logo there. Don't tell Nelly I said that. But overall, not a bad little knife. Like a good fifth pocket knife. And actually, with that Sunder, the linear and the Sunder would actually be a pretty good pair. Use this as like your secondary, and then the Sunder is your main carry. But so what I'm doing, and this thing, there we go. We're going to have to sit it like that. So I'm going to add in the lanyard spot back there as best I can, because that's going to go into how I measure it. You're looking at almost 6.5 inches. They say 6.35, so all right, I'll give them that. 6.35. Your handle length's looking right about 3 3/4 if you go all the way out there to the tip. So it's going to give you, as I see, almost a 2 3/4 inch blade, and they're saying 2.6, so okay, we're good. And then your cutting edge is right about 2.5. Grip length, like I said, it is a smaller knife, so your grip length's going to be coming in at right about, oh, it's pushing 3.25 for your grip, and even if you come off the back there, it might be closer to 3.5. And then that's how it looks in my 3.75 inch hand. So I can actually get a full 4-finger grip on it. It's not that bad. A nice little grip to it. Obviously, we'll throw up some size comparisons there real quick. I mean, we always do the PM2. I mean, obviously, the PM2 is going to be a much, much larger knife. Let's see. The bug out. Here we go. We'll get that. And still, the bug out is quite a bit. You know, I'm going to grab a Finch, because why wouldn't I? Let's grab the Runtley and the 1929 and just kind of give it. So there you go. That's close. I mean, the Runtley, it's actually bigger than the Runtley. So a little bit longer than your Runtley there. The military blue. It's one of the new ones to the collection. Then we've got the old Cocobolo 1929. Yes, I love my Finch knives, guys. So definitely a little bit bigger than both the Runtley and the 1929 from Finch. So, hey, I know what it's like being short. I just wanted to make it feel better. So, now let's talk about weight on this guy. What are we looking at? It's not too bad. 87 grams or 3.1 ounces. So it's got a little bit of weight to its size. I mean, you can see it's got some, those liners are, they're legit. They're not soft liners by any means. They're pretty hefty. Oops, knocking papers all around. Well, let's check this. Let's check our carry. So not, I mean, you got quite a bit sticking out there. So, I mean, we're kind of well over that 1/2 inch. So you do have a little bit sticking out there. So if you're going to use this as a 5th pocket knife, just know that you're going to have some, you know, you're going to have a decent amount of material protruding out of that pocket. So, overall, it's not a bad little knife. I already pointed out the pocket clip. It sits down kind of far, so it's not deep carry, so it sits kind of down a little too far, in my opinion, just my opinion. Like I said, it is reversible, so that's nice. Our left-handed friends can rejoice in that. But I wished it set up a little bit higher. If they went with a deep carry, a loop over, even if they put a loop over clip on it, you know, I mean, it might run into this screw a little bit. Yeah, it's possible. That's just me. I'm not saying it has to be deep carry clip, but it sits down so far that it pushes the rest of the clip down. So, I mean, that's a non-clip. That's the non-clip portion of the knife. So, yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of a thing with me, I guess. Let's see. Let's check our lockup. Lockup is fine. Absolutely nothing wrong with the lockup there. Nope. No issues. Good solid lockup. When I was talking about the chamfering on the handle, that does not affect the grip. It's actually very comfortable. That clip is actually really comfortable in hand. No issues there. I definitely do not feel that it's a hot spot or anything like that. I just kind of, with that clip, it's how a lot of people would carry this in their 5th pocket, and it's just going to protrude pretty high out of your 5th pocket. So, other than that, you know, this is a nice little knife. It's got kind of almost a ratcheting sound to it. Got to shake it shut. I don't know if it's coming through or not, but it almost has that ratcheting sound to it. Nice initial drop. It gets to that point. Actually, it saves my thumb, so that's not too bad. It's not a bad thing. But overall, not a bad... Guys, $38. It's not too bad for this little guy. Like I said, D2, Jade G10. And if you don't like the Jade, or you don't want a blue option, or a black option, like me, I could always dye it red, or you could dye it purple, green, whatever. It's Jade. Jade takes dye very, very well. So JG10 opens up a lot of options for you to do with what you will. So very interesting little knife. I'm glad I got the opportunity to check it out. We're also going to be checking out the Sunder, like I said, from B'yond EDC. Really, really appreciate B'yond and the Apex Pass Around group for the opportunity to check out all these knives. And like I said, the Riverwolf, the B'yond EDC Terramundi Riverwolf. God, that's a beautiful knife. If you get the opportunity, check out my video. When I first talk about it back in the video, I'll try to put a tag up there so y'all can see it. So greatly appreciate it, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by today. As always, like, subscribe, leave me that comment. You know I love talking to you. Until next time, I'll talk to y'all later, guys. Bye-bye.